Hello everyone. Welcome back to Shiva Finance Academy. Today we are beginning the first and most fundamental chapter of class 11 accountancy, which is Introduction to Accounting. This chapter is extremely important because it is the base on which the entire subject of accounting stands. If this chapter is not understood properly, students usually struggle in later chapters like journal entries, ledger accounts, trial balance and final accounts. Many students think accounting is difficult or confusing, but accounting becomes difficult only when the foundation is weak. In this video, each concept is explained slowly, clearly, and logically. Focus on understanding the logic, not memorizing lines. What accounting actually means, why accounting is required in business, who uses accounting information, and why accounting is also called a source of information. Let's begin with what is accounting. So, accounting is often also known as language of business. Just like languages help us communicate ideas, accounting helps business communicate the financial information. Through accounting, a business communicates how much it has earned, how much it has spent, what it owns and what it owes, and whether it is a financially strong or weak. It helps us understand regarding business transactions, analyzing the business performance, and communicating the financial results to users. Now let's look at meaning of accounting. Accounting is a process. This means accounting is not a single activity, but a series of related steps performed in a proper order. Accounting deals only with the financial information. Transactions must be related to business and must be measurable in money. So, accounting is a process of identifying, recording, classifying, summarizing, and communicating the only financial information of business. Now, how do you identify and record the transactions? First, you have to identify and later decide whether the transaction should be recorded in the books. And please make note, only business transactions are allowed to be recorded in the accounts. Recording means writing the transaction in journal in chronological order. Each transaction has a debit and a credit aspect. Business transactions are recorded, personal transactions are excluded, and recording provides permanent and legal evidence. So, this is most important. First, you have to identify whether the transaction should be recorded. And secondly, there are few things you have to ensure that the recording, what you are doing, should not be a personal and should only be the business transactions. I hope it's clear till here. Now let's look at how do you classify and summarize. So, classifying means grouping similar transactions together in ledger accounts. This helps in knowing balances and also it helps to avoid confusions. Summarizing means preparing the trial balance and final accounts to understand the profit, loss, and overall performance of the business. So, classifying and summarizing is the most important, and only then it serves a purpose and it's helpful to communicate the information to the stakeholders. The final step of accounting is communicating the information through financial statements such as profit or loss and balance sheet account. Now, without this communication, accounting has no practical value. So, information should be communicated to owner, management, banks, investors, and government. Accounting converts your data into useful information. Now, let's also look at objectives of accounting. The objective of accounting explain why accounting is required in business. The first is systematic recording of transactions. Ascertain whether business is in profit or loss. Ascertain the financial position of the business, facilitate decision making, and provide the information to users. And now let's understand who are the users of the accounting. So in this, there are two types of the users. One is internal users and second is external users. So internal users could be owner, management, employee. External users are the investors, creditors, banks, and government. Let's look at accounting as a source of information. So accounting provides information about profitability. It shows the financial position of business. It helps analyze the cash flow and supports the past analysis, present control, and future planning. So accounting is the most important for any business to understand its results based on the past performances, presently how it is working, and also to decide on the future plans. Just to summarize, accounting is the language of business and a process that helps in understanding profit, financial position, and performance. And it helps to understand the profit, position, and performance of the business. If this chapter is understood properly, accounting will never feel difficult. I hope you have understood, and in case of any doubts or questions, please put it in the comment box. Thank you. And like the video, subscribe the channel, and comment accounting basics clear. Thank you.